Get it creaming, get it creaming, get it creaming. All right, we're going to do Discord announcements at everyone. Monday night stream, Monday night dev stream. Come say what's goody, y'all. And then Copperoni, Pastaroni. Boom, boom. And boom. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hit it. Okay. Let's get something a little bit more. No, it's Christmas. Actually, yeah, that was gonna hit. Let's do it. All right. Do I have, okay, good. Let's, okay. All good. You know what I'm surprised is that Stream Manager doesn't have like just an easy share button. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Copy link. I'm gonna send it to my friends. Boom. Live. Love live. Fucking goddamn autocorrect. Oh, I hate this interface so much. Holy shit. Alright, fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. Okay, let me see. Hold up. What do we have on the list today? Let's turn this off. Bring up the to-do list. To-do. Get these creamers creaming. Oh, this is a fun one. Which enter through chimney? Actually, I don't think that's priority right now, though. Some other V2 systems. I think sleeping was still what we're doing. So the sleepiness effects, right? You can get sleepy, and now we kind of have little side effects for what happens when you get sleepy. So let's actually kick that off. All right, it's on the player. Play, pimp, and we're already really stacking a bunch of FSMs on this player, which is fine. And they're very tiny FSMs for the most part. There's not a whole lot going on in them. That means that I can, actually, yeah. I was thinking about, like, here's the sleep FSM, right? I was kind of thinking about, for each of these stages, let me color the stages too. Let's say all the stages are like, let's say they're blue. Yeah, and then not sleepy is like green. I don't know, that's just kind of the color I see. So, oh, and then sleeping, actually, hold on, this is when you're sleeping. So, let's say not sleepy is like yellow. And then, sorry, am I getting lost in the sauce here? Hold on, this should be yellow, huh? Doesn't that matter much? All right, that's good enough. Yeah, so what I was thinking is that in each one of these sleepy stages, I can have a run FSM that is doing the behavior. So the behavior is being, the first one just slows you down. Right? It just, oh, you know what it could do? We have a stamina FSM. Where's our stamina FSM? Check this out. Ooh, and I think I built this thing good. Because check this out. The stamina manager, stamina factors, check that shit out. It has 5. Is moving, is running, is exerting, is hungry, is thirsty. And now we could put 6, and it's checking is sleepy. And the drain on true is also 6 values, and the replenish on false is also 6 values. So if it's true, we'll drain, let's say 0.2. Or since it's constant, right? Maybe it should be actually smaller. When you're hungry, that's element 3. It's 0.5. That's actually kind of a lot. Okay, let's keep it at 0.2. We could dial that in later. But replenish on false. I'm gonna leave it at 0, to be honest. That's okay. So it still has to get is sleepy. So we have a get FSM bool here. Let's go to sleep. So stage 1, sleepy, just is where it flips, right? So you do a set bool value. Is sleepy. True. And it really only gets set to false once we're here at not sleepy. So let's put it up here. False. Okay, and that way on stamina, this is, we'll do get FSM bool from sleep is sleepy, store it as is sleepy. There we go. Okay. Good. And so we could check that off the list. You now slow down when you're sleepy, or it drains your stamina more. I think this is a nice balance. And since it's high too, because I think when you're not sleepy, it only goes down when it's like under 75. So I might even disable this one. It might be a little too aggressive on like punishing the player for being sleepy, because it's like you're going to hit that. That's the first road, like. Yeah, that's like the first bump in the road of getting sleepy. That is the first sort of like onset effect of getting sleepy. And it happens so shortly after being fully replenished that I don't want to punish the player that much, you know? But that also means when you're fully refreshed, your stamina is like, you feel really good. So, and then the eyes, we could change some of these things. I guess like, when does this one happen? At 50? That's fair. Because when you're at the halfway point, that's actually fair. I guess the real question is like, how how long should so if the player's awake between the hours of 6 and let's say 20, right? That's 14 in-game hours. So that means that for 14 in-game hours, that this should last in basically 14 in-game hours. Let me put a note in here. Notes. Wake at 6. Sleep at 20. Awake for 14 in-game hours. So the rate at which it depletes, right? The depletion rate is just 1 per second and it starts at 100. But if we go to, let's go to Enviro. Cycle length in minutes. So a full day is 18 minutes. So you do, let's see, 24 divided by 18 equals 1.3. So that means each hour is 1.3 minutes. So that means if we take our awake for 14 in-game hours, you do this 1.3 times 14 equals 18.6. So that's 18.6 minutes. Wait a second. No, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Because the enviro length in minutes, hold on. Where did I fuck that up? 24 divided by 18. Or, wait, hold on, should I be doing, sorry, 18 divided by 24, sorry. That's what I should have been doing. It's 0.75. 24, 18 divided by 24, yeah. 18 minutes divided into 24 chunks, you'll get 0.75 of a minute, right? So you do 60 times 0.75, that's 45 seconds. So each in-game hour is 45 seconds. And that's when you could do 45 seconds. Player, 14 hours. You go 14 times 45 equals 630 divided by 60 equals 10.5. Okay, so it takes 10.5 minutes to get sleepy, basically. Now, what you want to do is say, how do you divide that up? Well, we already know it's 100. The value is 100, so it kind of works. We get kind of, let me see. What was the previous value? 630. So that's 630 seconds. I think basically you could just come down here and say the sleep max is 630. I think that's what it comes down to. So what we should observe now is that let me get rid of some of these unused bools. Just want to clean some stuff up. It should be that the player the sleep, the little sleepy meter, the ZZZ in the corner over here, should be let's see. Okay, it's full right now, right? Now I'm gonna look at the sky so time passes more quickly. And basically what we should see is when it starts getting dark outside is when the meter should finally kind of be fully depleted. Dude, that thing's not depleting at all. What the fuck is going on? Also, this day feels like it's lasting forever. Dude, this meter's not going down at all. It's getting sunset. It's getting dark. Okay, where did we go wrong? Oh, look at it. What? Why? Hang on. Because the old system I made was, okay, I'm dumb. That's why I'm so stupid. I hand entered the values of 75, 50, 25, right? That's what back, it worked in quarters. So what you have to do is like, I either make a system that does the math up front that kind of divides the maximum sleep into, like you say, divided by 4, and then you use that to sort of slowly subtract what the next, or I can manually enter it because that's faster right now and I can just see it working. But if we want to change things later, I hope I'd fucking see 630 divided by 4, 157. Okay, so you do 157 times 3. That's 472. So this one is waiting for us to go from, let's just say 475. Oops, 475. Okay, and this one is it goes back when you're there, 475, right? $157, so 160. So if you say 475 minus 160 equals 315. 315, and then this one says 315, and then you do 315 minus 155 is 160. I kind of like these numbers, 160, and then this one is 160. And I think this basically stays at 1 still, because we want this to kind of deplete when it's like at the very, very bottom. Like you only start sleepwalking and being totally fucking weird and crazy once your sleep is fully gone. All right, this should work now. The numbers are a little fudged, but we should still be able to observe this. Oops, hang on, let me go outside so we could really kind of make sure. Okay, so looking at our little ZZZ, down here, the little ZZZ. Oh, hang on, I'm a dummy. Also, this music is killing me. Okay. On the init, we need to say that this, oh wait, the sleep max is, wait, what the fuck? Then why isn't it? Why was it just like not even moving? Oh, because check this out. Or actually, no, that doesn't make sense either. Sleep. What the hell? Oh, because it used to be mapped to 100, so we need a float remap now. That remaps sleep to Y, and the base start we'll do is we'll do this once at the top. We'll get the sleep max and store that as sleep max. So the base start is always going to be sleep max, and the base end is 0. And then I think this still stays 0 and 1. I think so. Let's see. Do I flip that? Maybe I flip that. We're about to find out. Kind of feel like it's still not really moving. Damikos, yo, what's up, Damikos? How's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello. Dude, my sleep meter still isn't moving. It got the sleep max. It got the current sleep. Sleep is 287. I mean, this is being animated 2.5. Ah, but I'm not using Y for this. Look at, okay, this is gonna work now, but yeah. Okay, so I need to stop this. I forgot. I didn't change it to the Y value. Right here. There we go. So surely that works now. Surely that works. Do I invert it? Am I fucking stupid? Does this go to 1 and this goes to 0? What? Or is this 100 and 0? Yep, it's 100 and 0. Okay, it's so close, holy shit. 100 and 0, there we go. All right. There we go, I can see it. It's moving down, you can see my little sleep meters going down. So presumably, here, let's go outside really quick so we can really kind of watch this happen perfectly. By the time it starts getting dark, the little ZZZ meter down there should kind of be reaching the bottom. It should kind of just about hit empty right around just after sunset, like when it's actually dark. It's actually a little bit past sunset. It's getting pretty close. Getting pretty close. Okay, it's sunset, right there. Okay, it's nighttime. It's properly nighttime. It's getting pretty dark, and now we are like I think we just have the tiniest bit. So the moon is up there, and we are the tiniest bit sleepy right now. In fact, we might be fully sleepy. Let's check the player value. Sleep. Player. We're in stage 3. Oh, wait, there we go. Yeah, look at it. We have 2, so in like 1.1 seconds, it's gonna go to stage 4 sleepy. 1, 2, boom, right, there we go. So now we're in stage 4 sleepy. So we're fully sleepy bears. Now, if we go home, okay, put out this candle, go to sleep. Okay. And you could see our sleep replenishing. And look at that. Perfect. We woke up. It's the next day, right? Sun's rising, and we are fully rested. We are technically not sleepy right now. So it's looking good. Okay. Good. I love the little sleepy message, the little sleepy message. That's placeholder for now. It's very placeholder. I'm not 100% sure what I want to write for those things right now. I might write several things. I might write like I'm not sure if I want to like make it so it is based off of like what's happening in the game or what's about to happen or something. Or if I write like a big library of them, so it's always just a nice variety. I also want to make it so like it kind of just keeps going. Because it does still have to fill 1 minute of the player's time. So there's still 1 minute where, you know, like, I might make it dialogue system based. Like I might make it into essentially a little text adventure that you play because you're like dreaming or whatever. Santos, yo, what's up? Hey, yo, looks great. Hello, welcome in. Thanks. Thank you. Okay, so that means I can kind of push forward, eh? Let's see, sleeping. So, sleep comes in stages, check. You first start moving slow, check, we did that one. Then you start getting the eyelid closing mask. Okay. That one I have coming in at the halfway point. Around your full sleep at 630 points. 630 sleep points, if you want to call it that. And then around the 315 points is when you would be hitting the stage 2 sleepy, and that's when your eyes start to close a little bit. Are locked into the sleep cycle, or can you fill up halfway and then wake and do stuff? So you are locked into the sleep cycle, like you are, but or the player doesn't have any controls to get out of the sleep cycle, but you might not sleep the whole way through, because when you're sleeping, I set it up so that it can receive events that can wake you up in the middle of the night. And that way I can sort of author some of the systems to interrupt the player's sleep, and then they wake up in the middle of like something happening, which I think would be, is kind of like one of the systems I've been most excited for. So yeah, you can fill up halfway and you wake up not fully rested. So yeah, you can actually wake up in the middle of the night and you're not fully rested, and that can kind of screw you over. Yeah. Nice, nice, yes. I'm not 100% sure how I want to deal with that though, because it might send the player into like, it might sort of like inescapably like render some of the players' sessions like more difficult. So I might have to, I don't know, I just have to be mindful of that right now. I don't know how I'm gonna handle that aspect yet. If the player can like go back to sleep or take naps or eat something or just do something, you know, I don't know. So I'm kind of, but it's there, it's there. What is this country music? Holy shit. Rodeo Rookie. All right. The eye thing, it makes me wonder, like, can I just go to, player camera slot, PSX camera, old film, balloon, vignette. So if I play this unfocused, play it, vignette shape is round corners. The vignette amount is 57.3. What if I crank it up? It's not that much when I crank it up. 57.3 to 100, there's like not that much of a difference. Vignette amount is 100. Oh, look at that. Actually, that kind of works. Like, I can kind of use that as like, right? Like that's kind of like blinking, huh? Edge softness. Oh yeah, that has to be all the way up. Edge blend, 44.9. What the hell? How does this get calculated? Inner color alpha? Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, I think what I need to do is somehow target this value. The frustrating thing about this is I know there's not a I'm not fucking smart enough to figure out how to target these values. I forget how to do this. RL Pro. Okay, let's actually check. It's called, I think it's called like, let's search RL Pro. Right, if I find it, Retro Look Pro, that's what it's called. Lightweight render pipeline and built-in, okay. Scripts, effects. So these are just, these are the effects. Resources, example scenes, documentation. Manipulating effect variables from post-processing 2 version of RetroLook Pro. Manipulating the stack. Here we go. I think this is what I want to look up. Okay, just have to Google this shit. Good solution. The eyelid mask is a pain with a UI. Yeah, I was like originally gonna do that. I was telling Andrew recently, Booyah Grandma, about that game Proteus. Proteus used to have, when you start the game and when you end the game, it's like a big pixelated like eyelid shape that like closes and opens, and I've always wanted to do that in my games. Controlling effects using scripts. This guide explains how to modify a post-processing script to create time-based events or temporary post-processing effects. This is what I'm looking at, by the way. I guess I should show this. So using tweening libraries to change parameters. Okay. Profile editing. The above examples demonstrate how to create new effects and volumes at runtime. You can also manually edit an existing profile that is used by one of our volumes. To do this, you can use two fields in the same. To do this, you can use one of the two fields in the post-processing volume. Each field has a slightly different effects. Modify the shared profile directly. Request a clone of the shared profile that will only be used for this volume. I think this is what I'm looking for. All right, let's see if Geppetto can whip something up for us. So I'm going to copy this whole page, and I'll say I want to make a playmaker action that will let me adjust the settings of this. What is it called? Scripts, effects, PSX camera. It is called Ultimate Vignette. They'll let me adjust the settings of this vignette effect. Make a playmaker action just during runtime. Yeah, okay. Here's the Unity documentation that covers some things you may need to know. Okay. Let's see if Geppetto really pulls through on this one. All right. I bought this for $10. Post-processing Stack 2 version 2 of the Playmaker actions. Yeah. So I have some of those too. Those are for the ones that are built in, but this is one. This is a third-party asset. Which I wonder. Let's see, RL Pro. Resources. It doesn't have any. No. Color map presets, enums. There's no integration stuff. Like there's no third-party integration for it. Or at least nothing that I can find in these folders. Okay, let's see what Geppetto says. Edits an existing post-processing volume at runtime and sets the parameters on the blah blah blah. Yeah, how it works. Okay, so this is called set RL Pro, whatever. Okay, create C# script, paste, boom, boom, boom. Okay. And then copy, paste. Let's see, I'm like skeptical. So far, no console errors. All right. Okay, Playmaker. What I'll do is, let's just go to my little debug game object, and we're gonna add RL Pro vignette FSM. Dude, what is this fucking music? This playlist is crazy. In fact, we're gonna go to music. This extra quirky little soundtrack. Genres, beats, popular, play. Okay. The classics. Do you use Unity 6 in your robot game? I do not. No, I'm using 2021 for Akiba Manual Override. I might be making the move to Unity 6 soon, or I kind of already have for some things, but like I might be making the move for like bigger projects. Like I have a very strong feeling that Memories of a Spy is going to be published in Unity 6. And so I'm gonna have to check in with myself when I'm working on Akiba Manual Override though. That might get moved to 6, maybe. So far it's a pretty performant game, and that's kind of one of the only reasons I'd really switch right now. There's no features or anything. Memories of a Spy would get moved because performance stuff. All right, let's see if this works. Holy shit. Volume game object. Game object that has the post-processing volume. Is it on this one? Yeah. Profile mode. Instance profile. Okay. Choose whether to edit the shared profile asset or the instance runtime clone. Yeah, it should be the runtime clone. As long as the runtime clone is the one that's actually there during runtime. Add effect if missing. It's not going to be missing. Every frame, yeah. Set volume weight, no. Volume weight, okay, it's not going to set it. Set effect enabled. Shouldn't do that. What are you making? Jeans the Movie. Hello, Jeans the Movie. I'm making a horror or an update to my horror game. So the game Witch Stories, that's already out on Steam right now for $4.99. I wanted to make an update for it because I think it came out like over a year ago now. I think it came out like a year and some weeks ago. And I wanted to put out a big update for Halloween because I had a bunch of new cool ideas. And I wanted to do that every year for Halloween, but then I was like, you know what? Instead of doing this every year, I'm just gonna do one last update where I kind of put all of the ideas that I was gonna spread out over the years into just one big update. And so now that's what I'm doing. And so the game is I always tell people it's like Robert Eggers' The Witch, combined with all of like these other sort of witch folktale kind of stuff. It's very anachronistic. It's not like super historically accurate like Robert Eggers' thing is, and it's a little bit more. I'm taking a lot of creative liberties to bring more stuff in from other witch fiction. So, yeah, it's like a first-person horror game. You'll see it. I'm gonna hit the play button in just a few moments. Also, I'm gonna change this fucking soundtrack. Jesus Christ. So you'll be able to see it in action in just a moment. I'm setting up some post-processing effects. Set vignette shape. Yes, I want that to happen. Or no. Actually, I don't want that to happen. Center. What was the values that I said I wanted to change on it? Let's play it. I'm actually going to play it right now, just so we could see which effects I'm changing. So you can see that the game has, if I get out of this super dark house, it has a little vignette around the screen, right? Now, if I want to change something in that to make it look like it's blinking, edge blend? No, leave that at 49. Which one did I say it was? Vignette fine tune or vignette amount? Fine tune? It is fine tune. So it starts, it's between -1 and -100. So what I want to do is animate it so that it gets basically down to 1, and I can have it kind of ease in and out. All right. So on debug, right here, vignette fine tune. Do this. Yeah, cool. The action works. Look at that. So I could just animate that value, and I can make it look like we're kind of getting sleepy and blinking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. What's kind of interesting about that too is like, what if I set this all the way right here? If this is properly doing the thing where it's only setting the runtime instance, yes, good. Then it doesn't change it when we're not during runtime. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off. And how should I do it? I think I should probably put the effect on the camera itself. So we'll make a new FSM for this camera. Add FSM, and we'll call this like vignette FX. Oops, vignette FX. There we go. And I think we could do something kind of like screen, oops, space slash space, sleepy blink. or you know what we do? It's like screen, sleepy blink on, copy this, and then we'll make another one called sleepy blink, sleepy blink off. Okay, screen on, screen off, and we'll just send these when we actually get sleepy. When we get eepy, like eepy little babies. So sleepy blink on, we'll put in our new effect, and it'll do like a tween float. Okay, we're gonna tween the variable. What is it called? Like vignette fine tune. Vignette fine tune. From -100 to 0, and we'll have it ease in out quad. Here's the thing, is I kind of want to make it like pulsate a little bit, you know? I kind of like, you kind of make it get halfway there and then kind of, you know? So what if I'm you know what, let's not overcomplicate it yet. Let's make it my brain's already overcomplicated. I'm like, oh, I can make it come back to the same state, change the variable for the destination value, and we'll just randomize that value between two random, like a min and a max, and then once it's iterated through like 2 or 3 times, which can also be randomized, then you have it say, okay, I've successfully half blinked 2 or 3 times, now do 1 full blink. You know we have to do that now. We have to do that now. Okay, hold on. What we're gonna do? We're gonna take these out first of all. Okay, so sleepy blink. First you do. You do an random int, and you say this is the number of half blinks, okay, inclusive max, and you say between 1 and 3. Yeah, and then you I think you do like a float, random float, and I think you put that in the next state. Yeah. In the next state, you say half blink, half random, or you call it init half blink. Okay, and you call this init sleepy blink. This is so overly complicated for making a character have little sleepy blinks, but I think it's gonna feel really good if and when it works. Init sleepy blink, number of half blinks, init half blink. So this finishes here. So the random float, it's like you make it go somewhere between negative 25 and negative 85. No, negative 65. And you call this the half blink amount. Dude, I can't say this. Verisimilitude. What does that mean again? What does that mean again? You can't just say verisimilitude. You can't say these things without reminding me what the hell. Hey Siri, what does verisimilitude mean?
Verisimilitude means the appearance of being true or real.
Right. I knew that the whole time. I was just kidding a second ago. I 100% knew what verisimilitude means and all that stuff about asking you what it means and having to ask my phone what it means. It was just a bit. I 100% knew what that word means. And I have no idea what the word irony means. Okay, so init half blink, and then after that finishes, we come down here to actually do the half blink. So we call this half blink. Okay, and then in the half blink, the value that we are going to arrive at is the half blink amount. Ooh, okay. And it does in and out quad, and the time, init half blink, we're also going to do another random float. The time to do the half blink will also be somewhere between 0.5 and 1.5, or no, 0.25 and 1.5. We'll call this half blink time, okay? And we're gonna use that here, half blink time. Okay, and, okay, so that's just, it's changing the vignette fine tune. So we're gonna set that here with set vignette fine tune right here. Yes. Oh, and this is the owner, right? Yeah, okay, good. And then the finished event, it'll be complete. Oh, no. Yeah, complete. And it'll send back here to re-init, right? So we get a different half blink amount. But in here at the top, what we're gonna do is an int add. And we'll say this is Oh shit, hang on. This shouldn't be number of half blinks. This should be half blinks to do, right? And then this will add to the number of half blinks. Set 1, okay? And then you do an int compare. You do an int compare right here. And you say, hey, half blinks to do, are you equal to number of half blinks? And if it's equal, then we say, or we ask complete, question mark. And if it's equal, it's yes. If it's less half blinks to do, let's do this backwards. Number of half blinks to do. Is equal, but if it's less than, it's no. Super small details for enrichments, like the tiny hairs punching into the legs in Misery. Wait, are you talking about Misery, the sort of low poly stalker-esque like multiplayer zone game? Possibly camera imperceptible. First word I thought of watching this blink task. Yeah. That's a great word, actually. I'm gonna start using that more. I would name a whole damn studio off of that. Try to get people to say that. Or Misery? What's Misery? Punching into the legs of Misery. Oh, I thought you said Misery at first. There's a indie stalker game called Misery that I've been wanting to play. They have a what do you call it? A Baba Yaga house in that one. It's like a big chicken house, and I was like, holy shit! Like, somebody beat me to the low poly, super dynamic Baba Yaga house. Misery the movie. What the hell is Misery the movie? Hold on. Which one's Misery? Oh, with what's her face? Hold on. What's her name again? Kathy Bates. Dude, Kathy Bates is a fucking G. I've never seen this, but I've seen clips. It seems like a wild ass movie. Stephen King leg breaking scene. Hey Siri, remind me to actually no, shut up, bitch. Let's see. Excuse me. I don't talk to my digital women like this all the time. Where is it? Films? Stephen King's Misery. By the way, I talk to all my AIs this way, regardless of implied gender. Stephen King's Misery. Okay. All right, so int compare, it says, are you complete? Oh, also if it's greater than, right? It should never really be greater than, but it will send yes just in case, because, you know. So if no, then we go back here, and if yes, then it continues, and then it just does one full blink, right? So we'll say tween float and set, so it does this. We'll call this, or actually we don't know, because it does a sleepy blink. It never fully does it. So in fact, no, down here it just waits. So I think we're kind of done. So we'll call this wait buffer, and we'll just do a random wait, right? And we'll say somewhere between. He does that every 5 to. We'll do 3 to 5 seconds right now, just so we can see it in action. Sleepy blink on. Yeah. Oh, and what we need to do also is set the int value. Set int value. The Yagich. Yo, have you ever been here, Yag? I feel like I've exclusively seen you in the Booyah chat. I'm shocked and honored to have you here. Is this Cannibal Hotel? Maybe. I pivoted, and instead of cannibals, it was witches, and instead of a hotel, it was a forest, and instead of being cozy, it's actually still pretty cozy, to be honest. So maybe you be the judge of that. By the way, that offer is actually fully on the table. If somebody wants to peck away at a project like that with me, and take it like semi-seriously, I would absolutely fucking do Cannibal Hotel. Holy shit. You could slide into my DMs for that kind of thing. All right, so let's see if this little sleepy blink works. Cross your fingers. Oh, I was gonna set the int value really quick. Hold on, we're gonna say number of half blinks to 0, so it resets. And is there anything else that we have to do? No, we're good. Let's see if sleepy blink. I'm gonna manually trigger sleepy blink. Here we go. Ew. Oh, should I put on a sleepy song? Here, music, sleepy. Okay, yeah. So we can see the vignette better out here. Okay, and I'm gonna manually trigger vignette effects. Boom, here we go. Not working already, wow. Hold on, what went wrong? I mean, I feel like it should not have played out that fast. How the hell did it go that fast? Guys, we didn't see any blinks, right? Lord knows we need more project. I mean, there's only so much life to live, and God damn it, I'm gonna go to my grave with as many partially finished projects as I possibly can. I'll ship a few. I mean, I'll do it. I'll ship some. But holy shit, man, like, don't you want to just have a bunch of like 10, 25% ass projects? That's what we want to. What else are you going to take to the next life? Money? Pfft, friendship? No. It's about partially complete projects. That is the only true currency of any value in the afterlife. Let's play unfocused so I can at least look at the machine running. I saw it stick around in the half blink. It just happened so fast. It's just like number of half blinks add. Then it comes here, it does that, it says int add. And then when it's in here, am I not setting? I'm putting vignette fine tune in here. It's targeting itself, right? And this is where the post-processing volume lives. Wait a minute. No, actually, I still don't understand why. The real complete projects are the friends we ate along the way. Is there gonna be effort to like try to like bring this all back to cannibal jokes? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it. We could do that too. That's also fun. Yes, the friends we ate along the way for sure. Set vignette fine tune. Am I insane? Is this not the value we're trying to set? And I can see too. Oh, wait, hang on. Every frame, I'm an absolute twat. Here we go, now it's gonna work. There we go. Oh, and you know what? Okay, so That's good to know. It's basically working as I programmed it to right now. Now that I have the every frame thing running. But now what I'm kind of noticing here, if I maximize it too, the other aspect about this is that it doesn't pulsate. So I wonder, is it just as easy to say I have a wait action that's running in here that will send, we won't send complete on this, and this will loop in the ping pong fashion. In fact, I'm gonna close all this because this is getting outrageously. Here we go. So this is this is the update. First of all, vignette effects. I'm a one-trick pony. I'm a one pony trick. I'm a 10 pony trick, if you know what I mean. Okay, we're gonna get rid of these sleepy tunes. Let's put on some like, what happens if you search Vietnam War on Epidemic Sound? Really, this is what their interpretation of that is? I'm so tired of that song. Hang on, if you'll forgive me. We're gonna go back to funk. Moods, laid back. Sort by, popular. Play. Okay, here we go. Lock in. So, in here, when we're doing the half blink, setting this to every frame because it needs to actually be fucking running, holy, and then we're gonna be setting this to loop type ping pong, and then in a half blink, the half blink time, we're going to have a float operator. No. Yeah, float operator. We're gonna say take half blink time. Let's run this as an action sequence. Half blink time times 2, right? Because if it's a ping-ponging effect, that means it's 1 up, 1 down. We'll say multiply it by 2 and say this is the 2 half blinks, right? And that way in this state down here, we could put in a wait action that just waits for that time before sending off to the next state. So this will say complete. And I think that should basically make sense. Because it will always return to the full value of -100. Let's run it. Cross your fingers. In theory, we should have a cool little sleepy set of half blinks. Oops. Okay, here we go. Manually triggered it, and yeah, these little pulses, right? I mean, that looks pretty good to me. What I might do, if I could tweak some values here, is say that the half blink amount should stay between like -5 and -45, and then the time should be like 0.75 and like 2.5. They need to be like longer and more intense. I might say they last even longer. Like 1.5 to 2.5. That's starting to feel pretty good. That's starting to feel like some sleepy, your eyes are getting heavy kind of. Right? Can you play the blinks again? I was blinking in sync and didn't see them. Try not to be too sleepy. Hang on, wake up for a second, just kind of slap your face and then watch, and then just hold your eyes open like this, or you'll miss it. Like this. Let's zoom in. Can I get a close up? All right, don't blink. Don't be sleepy. Oh, my eyes. Fuck. Oh my God. What a tragedy. It's so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna copy paste those values for sure. Let's take a look at it. Let's keep that in. Normal person behavior. Yeah. I mean, it's a rite of passage to not blink and cry. Okay. I'll just screenshot them so I don't lose them. Yeah, like that. Bring up the screenshot, and then I could stop playing, and then PSX camera, vignette effects, init half blink. All right. And so we were looking at -5, -45, and then the times were 1.5 and 2.5. I'm gonna bump that up. I'm gonna do 1.75. Yeah, 1.75 and 3. Cool. I think that's actually really wonderful. I think that the sleepy blink. So now we can send that from the player from their sleep FSM stage 2. When it gets here, we'll do a send event, and it's going to broadcast all. Put this way at the top. Global events, screen, sleepy blink on, and then when you're in here, we need to make sure that sleepy blink gets turned off. So I'm going to put screen, sleepy blink off. Similarly, I mean, we're kind of filling this shit up with redundancies now. I kind of wish it wasn't like that. But whatever. Okay. I think that's good. So we have 2 out of 4 done. The next one is forcing the player to drop things. So when the player is like super tired, they will randomly drop what they are holding. So I might, in here, make a new FSM template called send event random, or send event Because I'm thinking this should be like an additive thing, right? First you start slowing down, then you're slow and your eyes are kind of getting heavy. Then you're slow, your eyes are heavy, and you're dropping things. Then you're slow, your eyes are heavy, you're dropping things, and you're like zonking out and sleepwalking or whatever. So shit, because in here, if we're on stage 3, then do I just make another FSM that's on our player? I'll just put, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do send event timer. And in here, we will do send event and wait, random wait. Okay. Oh, I should have called it like broadcast all or something. Whatever, let's just assume that it's a broadcast all. Global events. Oh, and then I would have to do send event by name. Maybe I should just make this run FSM about. Fuck. I always want to make these generic things that I could use later. What if I did a send event by name? Send event by name. Yeah. Okay. I can live with that. It's still broadcast all, and now the event is I have to actually look it up now because I can't type it in. Broadcast all, global events. Is it controls force? Oh, but you know what's fucked up is that this does need to be specific. I'm just gonna rename this goddamn thing. I'm gonna stop horsing around here. Playmaker, select this. Show me the money. There it is. It's called player or force drop random. Yeah, whatever. Still here, right? Force drop random. Okay. So now I could just actually be like, we'll take these two, send them out here. Don't need to do by name anymore. The random weight, I guess it'll be like, what should be the values? Between, while I'm testing it, it'll be between 3 and 10 seconds. Continue. Okay, wait buffer. And then when it comes to here, it will do a random event. How random is this? Okay, that's fine. It's only going to be between two things anyway. randomize. And then we'll add a transition, custom events, ABCA, randomize, ABCB. So this one will be drop item. So it's global events, controls, force drop. What is it actually? What is the controls force drop? Yeah. Okay, and then what about the baby? Baby controls. Force drop baby. Okay. So force drop and force drop baby. Boom. Force drop. Drop baby. Global events, controls, force drop baby. Okay. And then you do a little cheeky next frame event. Don't drop the baby, what the fuck? Where's the fun of that? Where's the fun of not dropping the baby? Hell, it'll be less about, I should do a force, I should do a drop baby with force, added force. Throw baby, force throw baby, how about that? Let's do this, custom events, back to start. And then it'll way up here, global transitions, back to start, yeah. Should I add that? Should I add a third one? Where you throw the baby at the floor as hard as you can? You have to like smash a button. You have to click on your mouse like super fast, or hit the space bar. Building up, as much force as possible. Every ounce of my being, throwing the baby at the floor, like that. I mean, unless it's really funny. It might not be funny, but we won't know until we try. And that's sort of the beauty of experimentation, of exploration, innovation, adventure, right? Okay, this all looks good to me. So, methinks, let me take a look at it one more time. I believe this all should just work. All right, if we're stage 3 sleepy, we will start randomly dropping shit. Now, the thing is, I have to copy pasta this and put it in stage 4 because we need to get things done. That's why. Sometimes there's redundancies. Life has redundancies. John Deere Enjoyer 38. What a name. Hello, John Deere with the robot face. Hello. Welcome in. How's it going? You a game dev? Or do you know me from some of my other, or something else? What brings you here? How you doing? Okay, do we give it a spin? Do we give it a test? I think we do it. Let's fire it up. Baby getting hungry. You know what I've really been craving? I've been craving ramen so fucking bad, dude. I want ramen so bad. Okay, so I'll pick some stuff up, right? I have my candle, my Bible, right? Okay, get some bread. Yeah, okay. Go outside. Okay. We're gonna speed up time. Until we start seeing our little blinkies. I think it's like the halfway point that we would start seeing our little blinkies. Or no, yeah, halfway point you start seeing blinkies. Sleepy blinkies. Should be coming in soon. There it is, okay? So we're kind of like, we're getting real tired now. Right? So if I just, let's take a look at the values really quick so I know when to expect. Sleep is at 290, and when we hit 160, it'll start doing that. So let's speed it up a little bit. Okay, hang on. We're at 230. Okay. We're in stage 3. We're in stage 3. I think we just hit it. We're at 153 out of 160. So we're 7 points below into it. So we literally just got here to stage 3 sleepy. Yes, I am a game dev. I'm working on a game in Godot using Hango script, Godot's version of Playmaker. Oh, they finally, this is one of the first times I've heard about Godot's FSM, like an FSM thing that it has. I remember for a long time people were like, when's Godot gonna have like a Playmaker? Dude, can you send a link in chat so I can take a look at it? I would love to see what the hell was happening on the other side of the fence, you know what I mean? Okay, let's see if our shit starts dropping. Let's actually take a look at this template to see. Yeah, look at the random weight's almost done. So oh, I don't have a fucking baby to randomly drop. Okay, it's okay, because it'll be running. So, oh look, I dropped my bread though. Okay. I'm gonna go inside and hang on. Turn on the baby. Okay. Pick up my baby. Drop my bread again. Oh shit, I dropped my bread. I'm just so tired. Oh, I dropped my baby. I'm just so tired. Sure, it is not an asset on the asset library yet. Oh, okay, right. Oh, okay, I dropped my baby. I'm so tired. Wait, and I dropped my bread? Where'd my bread go? Wait, I have to, at least I have my Bible. Where's my bread at? Or did I click and eat it by accident? I can't tell. I'm just so tired. I can't even tell. I'm a mess. Should I get low to the ground? I don't see my bread anywhere. Unless my bread clipped through the floor. I may have eaten it. Thankfully, we have a VOD to refer to. See, this game, like, what do you call it? Paramount, above all sort of design philosophies in this game, Paramount is sort of gaslighting the player. That's what this game's all about. It's all about gaslighting the player. Close the door. Okay. Oh, I dropped my Bible again. Did I? Yeah, because I'm genuinely confused as to whether or not I dropped my bread around here or if I ate it. Oh, I dropped my fucking Bible again. I'm just so tired. Fucking drop my baby. God damn it. Yeah, I don't see bread around here. Nice. Okay, the system is working. So like, I'm blinking because I'm sleepy, I'm dropping shit because I'm sleepy, and my stamina is even a little slower at fucking filling up because I'm sleepy, and it's draining a little bit faster. Let's pause it. Are we allowed to post links in here? Yeah, you should be. Oh shit, hold on. I just Cora, yo, just came in, but I'm also off to sleep. 2:55 in the UK. Oh shit. Sorry, I missed that. That was like a couple minutes ago, huh? But thanks for swinging by, Cora. I don't know if you're still here, but hello and goodbye, and get some good rest. 3 a.m. party hardy. Godot actually used to ship with a visual scripting solution natively, but they took it out in the major version a few years ago. That sucked because no one who used... Wait, that sucked because no one who used it were actually spoken with. Oh, I see. They took it out because no one was there to maintain it, so it was a lose-lose. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Is it not... Oh, I guess you're saying the kind of key thing there is it was shipping natively, right? Does that mean that people can still have access to it and like maintain it themselves? This is the latest branch that is still in dev. The dev is going to make a video hopefully soon about the latest version of Hango. That's cool. Can you do some UI button clips? The Batmanio. Can I do some UI button clicks? What do you mean? Are you asking me to start working on some UI elements in my game? I'm curious to see what this GitHub link looks like. Visual scripts. Oh, the documentation can be found, the wiki, okay. I just want some pictures, you know? Ah, here we go. Here. Okay, let's take a look at this. Is this what it looks like over here? Idle state, moving state? Okay. It does look, yeah, I can see how that is very much, even down to like, I can see sort of the layout being Playmaker adjacent for sure. C node. Let's see. Let's get down to the nitty gritty when they really have something built out here. Transition state name. Yep. Nice. Okay. They should consult Alex Chules, the ultimate state machine man. Alex Chules is a state machine. Nice, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I remember a lot of people for a while were asking about like, what's up with Godot's sort of visual scripting or like FSM functionality. The cool thing is that it compiles down to GDScript. Very cool. I imagine it's much more granular then, right? It's not as like high level. And that makes it fast. And it can parse GDScript into nodes. Interesting. Well, they took it out from the engine, but it was basically just a different way to express the textual language that Godot has, so it can be better for sure, but there are some community plugins like that, like the one already John Deere posted. Gotcha. So it's more akin to like blueprints, right? Like it is just a one-to-one analog, especially if you're saying it can parse GDScript and it can go back the other way. Then it was just literally like a node-based way of using the same scripting language, right? Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of that type of solution. I mean, obviously, like, you know, I love Playmaker for giving me that option. Like, Playmaker at least has an action library that lets you design with all of the granularity that you would with something like Blueprints or whatever. But the reason I love Playmaker is because of it being used as like a hierarchical state machine that has like a huge library of high-level actions, right? Essentially nodes that you would have otherwise had to have gone through all of the granular steps of creating this thing of I don't know, make player jump or whatever, right? And that's kind of more, I think the world needs more of that, to be honest. As if it's like this like humanitarian effort, but I am serious. Like I do wish that the world had more tools that let people operate on more of like the designer's kind of position, right? I think that's what drew me to Playmaker to begin with, and that's also kind of like what's enabled me so much as a game designer with Playmaker. That I really haven't seen as much with other tools. And then some tools are kind of the opposite, right? Some tools, they go so high level, and then you kind of have this glass ceiling where you don't get any of the granularity that you would need to do something that is more specific or bespoke or niche or whatever, right? So towing that line of giving people the amount of control, what me and Alex talk about sometimes, I've always referred to as like the Jobs-Wozniak scale. On one end, you have Steve Jobs saying, I know what is best for the consumer. This is how many ports we're putting on it. These are the exact ports we're putting on it. Oh, you really like that HDMI and that USB port? No, we don't think you even deserve that. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have the Wozniak decision making, which is give them everything, give them all the ports, give them fucking full modularity, and just overwhelm them to the point where they don't even know what to do with that. And like, you know, that's kind of a hard thing to do with like what is shipped out of the box. But it is also sort of a false dichotomy because you can end up giving somebody both of those things. You can actually deliver just as much high-level functionality with a tool that if the user so chose to sort of peek under the hood and decided to like kind of go into it further, that the granular stuff is at their disposal as well. Does that make sense? Do you guys vibe with that? Do you know what I'm talking about? Am I just fucking so lost in the sauce here? Or does that make sense? Is more granular, but you can write similar stuff to Playmaker. Stuff being actions, right. Yeah, it's a difficult problem, I think, because what you're talking about does rely on a bunch of assumptions that someone would have to make that may not necessarily apply to everyone. Exactly, right? So that is probably one of the harder parts. It's much easier to make something that is a translator, right? It is much easier. It's actually not that hard of a problem to solve when you think about how to do one-to-one analogs of a thing, right? There's already so many things that already do that. That take some API that you would normally have to type out with letters and turn that into like a node with parameters that like have little plug-in points or whatever, right? That's a pretty solved problem. But then when the sort of artist's touch comes in, right? And that's kind of like when I always like joke to Alex, like, oh yeah, like he has a vision of it. It almost kind of, it leans away from tech and sort of into art, or just maybe call it design is a better way to look at it. That your vision for what you think users might want to focus on when they have the high level tool set, right? That can kind of be data driven, but I think it also is like very much like, well, who's like the audience? What's the type of person that's gonna like use this, you know? And you do have to kind of pick like who you're catering to at that point, and that's more of like a taste thing. It becomes so much more subjective when you're in that territory. So relying on some assumptions that someone, okay, yeah, but it's solvable when there's a base to work off of at least. Yes, makes sense to me. Yeah, and there can be so much per project variation too. Exactly. What's fascinating too is the way Alex is approaching Playmaker 2. You'll see soon enough that his considerations with like modularity, like as far as like what comes out of the box, right? What is considered vanilla, he's sort of expanding on. I don't know how to. I don't want to say anything too explicitly, but I'll just say that, you know, he's doing some cool things that you should be excited for, as far as like how you, the user, can say like how the out-of-the-box version of this Playmaker is working with this project versus this project versus this project. Some considerations kind of maybe adjacent to how the Playmaker ecosystem works. You know, the post-offline installation of your tool is now going to be a little bit more variable. Anyways, dude, I'm excited for Playmaker 2. I mean, I'm using it all the time, or more lately and everything, but I guess I'm just like, I'm excited when it becomes like my everything. Like right now, it's like, I'm more than happy to be on this interface, and I love original Playmaker, but I'm just kind of excited to like be 3 months in to that time in my life where I'm like, oh, it's been a while since I fired up Playmaker, and it's been months or maybe a year or years that I've just been doing this new thing. To kind of assess like what the hell is that going to be like. Ironically, I referenced your Playmaker core concept series to the dev behind Hango for a tutorial series behind Hango. Oh, good, nice. I'm flattered. Yeah, a lot of thought went into those tutorials about how to teach people. There's also a lot of thought, a lot of experimenting with the new tutorials, because I have been working on the Playmaker 2 tutorials, and it's interesting to sort of now take the last 5 years of teaching people, right? And just the hundreds and hundreds of comments that have come through, and just even DMs from people, and you know, people who have reached out and just talked about the free tutorial series and everything, and also my own personal courses. Taking all that feedback and trying to apply it into how we're going to teach the next generation of game developers with Playmaker 2 is also very exciting. It's been fun. Super excited for Playmaker 2. For sure, I think that Playmaker's strength is that it's a tool for Unity, so there's going to be more solutions out of the box because, well, it's just bigger. Yeah. Yep. Which is also crazy because it's just like, when you think about it, right? Like, Alex is one dude who's been working on this fucking tool. He's done like tiny little, like say, like there's people who he's contracted out, from what I understand, that have kind of done it, or like Jean, right? Jean Fabre, he did like the nav mesh agent package, or like the Photon Pun 2 package for Playmaker integration, right? But for the most part, Alex has been solo developing this thing that has been, it's like a tool that is supposed to function with the entirety of Unity, which is a ton of engineers, so like, it's just insane. It's like, it's so insane that like Alex is basically trying to like solo lead, or not trying, he has successfully for 15 years solo led the development of like this really exceptional tool that is like a layer on top of something that dozens of people are building. I always think that that's such an insane, that's just like, that stresses me out thinking about it. Playmaker was my first Unity asset sort of purchase. I think for a lot of people it was. If you look at, I think I've said this a million times on stream for sure, but like if you go to the asset store and search Playmaker, and you go to the Playmaker page, like the product page on the asset store, in the URL for every asset on the asset store, they have some multi-digit ID in it. Playmaker is one of the only assets that still gets front paged and still gets like highly requested and is 5 stars and is like this fucking super important, you see it all the time, culturally relevant like fucking thing, like some of your favorite games are made with it, blah blah blah, right? That has an ID in 3 digits, which is crazy when you think about, like, that means it's so old. Its little URL is like number 350 something or whatever, whereas everything else that goes to the asset store is in like just way more digits than that, because things just kind of come and go and come and go and come and go. But the maintenance for Playmaker, it's sort of like it being battle tested through these years and sort of like proven its power is like it keeps it there. It's like that one dude in your neighborhood who's like rolling around in an old ass like Chevy or something. It is interesting that Playmaker is nominally a general scripting language, but most uses of it I've seen is FSMs. Wait, is nominally a general scripting language, but most uses of it that I've seen is FSMs. Yeah, I mean, well, Playmaker is 100% just like it as a tool. Its main, its main function is that it's an FSM. There's nowhere else that you could put the actions, right? The actions being nodes, whatever. Like you come here, it's like these actions, get state, float, subtract, whatever. Like these nodes must exist within an FSM anyway. I guess you could since they're little since Sally sells C shells and C# scripts, and all of these are C# scripts individually, you could poke around in them and like copy paste the logic that's written inside of them to kind of write your own scripts too, I suppose. That's definitely helped me learn to write C# a little bit. Okay, so what the hell was I doing? Oh, this thing works now, right? Let me check it off my checklist. God, I've just been yapping. Are you a game dev if you're not spending most of your time on Twitch yapping? Okay, so then you start getting cold, check. Oh, here, I'll bring this up actually. I think this is the first time you guys have seen this. I don't like to bring this document up on screen. I like to keep them little surprises, but you start randomly dropping whatever you hold, okay, check. Then you start getting your eyelid closing mask all the way from, oh, we have one more. This one forces you to drop what you're holding and then moves you 10 meters away, and then it plays some dream text on screen. Okay, so this last one means you're so sleepy that you sleepwalk. Okay, one left. There's actually one step left that we need to program. So this one's kind of tricky because the player doesn't have a nav mesh agent on it. But I think what's maybe we could just put a nav mesh agent on the player. I don't see why not. It's just we're kind of only using it for like this one super specific thing. Wait. I'm sorry, why can't I see the, How come I can't see the character controller? How come I can't see anything? Ah, here we are. Pivot, that's where it should be. Yeah, I guess so. We could put a little add component, nav mesh agent. Radius, we could bring that down. 0.2. Height, 1.25. 1.5. Okay. All right. And it's just off. And we could turn it on when we're ready to use it. So when you start getting your eyelid closing mask all the way for a moment, forces you to drop what you're holding, moves you 10 meters away while it plays some dream. That's actually so fucked. This is actually kind of too extreme. Because I was originally going to say your eyes close all the way, it forces you to drop what you're holding, and then it moves you 10 meters away. Is that too much? Would that annoy the shit out of you if you were playing this game? Because it's like, what if you like are falling asleep in the woods, and then you start sleepwalking, and then it's like, where the hell even was I? And then you have to go back and like find. That might be too much, huh? But what if it? Especially if you dropped something while you were sleepwalking, that would be super fucked up. That would piss players off to no end. So maybe while you're sleepwalking, I temporarily disable the dropping thing. So let's make a new FSM. Call it, let's actually put this nav mesh all the way at the top too. Come on. God, I wish you could scroll instead of having to do this every time. Okay, put it right there. We'll call this new one Sleepwalk. And in Sleepwalk, it just runs from the get-go, so we can enable and disable the FSM. Should I order ramen tonight? I haven't treated myself in a minute. I kind of really feel like if I order it right now, it might come to me in an hour. Birria ramen? That's crazy. Sorry, y'all. I just wanna get this order in. Oh, because we have Tatsu's near Pasadena. Okay. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Let's do it. Lowest delivery fee. Ooh. The last time I ordered from here was September 27th, 2024. Bold standard. Spiciness? Mild. Wait, really? Is this even gonna be spicy? Just right, pork, green onions, soft-boiled egg. Cool, sounds good. Add to cart. View cart. Okay. That's me. Steven's got month? Stupid. Oh my god, these taxes and other fees bullshit on Uber is insane. But you know what? I haven't really treated myself, so I deserve this. I deserve this. Oh my god, and tip's not even factored in. Great. But I'm a spoiled, privileged piece of shit, so here we go. Send it, hang tight, submitting order, good. Booyah, what is up? Do you though? Do I deserve it? Oh, 100%, 100%. There's not a doubt in my mind. There's not a doubt in my mind. Uber Eats, Tatsu is preparing my order, thank you. I fully deserve it. Yeah, I fully deserve it. How's it going, man? How you doing? What up? I'm about to make my dude sleepwalk. I'm about to do some sleepwalking. How you doing? You streaming tonight? You creaming tonight? Are you streaming, creaming, both? Streaming, creaming, dreaming? Like a semen demon? I like this daily streaming schedule of yours. I mean, give it a shot, brother. Something tells me it's not quite off the table for you. If I can get all my work done in the next 3 hours and walk the dog and eat lunch, then yes. If I get all my work done and walk the dog and eat lunch and trim my nails and go to the gym and take a shower and write my novel and make my movie and produce my album and get that tattoo, get that piercing, visit my homeland, write that letter to a friend I haven't talked to in years, see the Grand Canyon, see all the 8 wonders of the world, go to that one restaurant I've been meaning to go to, make my own beer, make my own wine, make my own scotch, make my own whiskey, paint with oils, learn to ride a unicycle, and then maybe then I can stream? Is that what you're saying to me? Cortana, shut this guy up. Maybe, just maybe. Oh man, okay. So the first thing that's gotta happen here, on a knit, we are going to turn on this nav mesh agent. Just enable this shit. Set property, enabled, okay? Does that sound good? Is that fair? What do I want to do again? It says you close your eyes, you move 10 meters away. Oh, this is easy. This is easy. I know how to do this. Random position around. Get position. So we'll get the position of owner, which is the player. We'll call this current position. And then we're gonna say get a position around that. Minimum distance, 10 meters, maximum distance, 15 meters. Store the result as destination v3. Okay, so we'll say generate destination v3. And then, well, let's make sure that's an action sequence. And then set destination. Like that. Path pending. Finished. Boom. Calc destination. Okay, and then this is unroute. And then, so during this, we need to make sure that, so we do remaining distance. We're looking every frame. The arrival threshold will be like, oh, you know what we do? In this one, we need to also sample nav mesh position, just to make sure we're on nav mesh sample position. Destination v3. Max distance 3. And we'll store it as that, just to make sure we're on the nav mesh, okay? And then we'll say that this is us en route, and when we arrived, we send complete, and then we have arrived. Okay, so I think this is like where you open your eyes, right? Open eyes. I think you can have this be close eyes. And I think that's basically what we're looking at. So in the sleep FSM, that's just running this. So I could turn off the force random drop. Or you know what I'll do is I'll make it so force random drop. Let's see, enable FSM. Sleepwalk. So in Sleepwalk, when your eyes are open, we'll have the random drop running. What did I call that shit? Force drop random, here we go. And then you put a random weight in here. And say sometime between, just for testing purposes, sometime between 5 and 10 seconds, we do it again. And in here, I'm just gonna do fade to black for now. Oops. Global events, screen, fade to black. And then in here, we'll fade from black. There we go. All right, so I think we should now successfully be able to let's see. Sleepwalk. How are you doing though? Just personally, me? Like, for realsies? Doing okay. I'm having, streaming's been keeping me in a pretty good place. Get to just be joking with the bros, joking with my bruvs. Also feeling proud and fulfilled by the work that I'm doing. So that's good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Ooh, I got some good clips out of yesterday's stream that you make little cameos in. Some of the clips that I pushed over to YouTube, and then I thought I pushed them to TikTok, but I didn't see them show up on TikTok, and I'm like, wait, did I like sync this to like somebody else's account or something? But there's clips where I'm teasing you about JRPGs. That was making me laugh. Yeah, things have been chill. Things have been good. And then I'm gonna do a thing. One of my boys just messaged me a little while ago. I think next month I'm gonna straighten my curly hair, and my friend's gonna curl his straight hair. Our friend is gonna do it for us. We all kind of, like a few years ago, I like pitched us doing kind of get out of our comfort zone bucket list, kind of like little things, and then that was on the list. And gonna get a perm, not a perm, but just straighten the curly hair and curl the straightened hair. Curl the straight hair. Dude, you know what I kind of feel like playing? Kind of feel like playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This song makes me want to play it. Doesn't this kind of sound like a Mario Kart track? Do it? Wait, do what? The hair thing or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? I also still haven't played Mario Kart World. Can I get +2s in the chat or hands up for your Switch 2 collecting dust and you haven't touched Mario Kart World in a few months or more? Mario Kart? Oh yeah, for sure. I have World for Switch 2 and played it for 5 minutes. That is called disposable income. Let's say it together. Disposable income. Dude, I was in Kuala Lumpur when the Switch 2 came out. Or no, I was in Japan when the Switch 2 came out. But I was in Kuala Lumpur shortly after. That's Malaysia, and that is the most expensive city in the world to buy it in. The most expensive place in the world to buy a Switch 2 was Kuala Lumpur. And the funny thing about it was that like they were stacked with them. I think it was only like $50 more basically. But every store I went into, they just had like fucking dozens of them. They had a ton of them. And I was like, are those just boxes? And they're like, nope, those are actual units. And I was like, that's crazy. And then I was at the mall there, and they had a big Switch 2 like event that took up the whole center of the mall and like a few of the tendrils, the wings branching out from the center. And it was just like booths where you could play, where people like were in line, huge screens that were showing what people were playing, a big stage where like people were dressed up, they're handing out like little hats, they're doing like all this shit. It was like this massive Switch 2 event. Yeah, and like so every day when I would go get my groceries, because I kind of would do, or not every day, but like, you know, several times a week I would go get groceries because I only got a little bit. I put them in my little bag and I eat fresh groceries at home, and it was so nice. Remember when I was doing all those Wagyu burgers? And then every time when I do that, I would pass through that. And it was just like, I was like, oh man, fucking. I came this close, but I was like, I know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna play it for a little bit. I'm not gonna touch it. I have all these other really amazing games and I don't even play those because all I do is play the fucking finals. Okay, back to work. Turning off the nav mesh agent. Great, great, great. So right now, I think this will just kind of run infinitely until I turn it off, and this will have to have an event that gets sent. So that's fine. I think this works. I think this. Oh, you know what I'll do though? We'll put a wait in here. We'll make this wait just so it doesn't look like you're moving. And we'll also disable controls. So we'll say 1.6, and then in here we'll do a send event. Broadcast all global events, controls, disable look and move, and then another one, broadcast all global events, controls, disable interact, and then when you arrive, we'll turn them back on. I'll make another little state for that just to be clean. Enable controls. Yeah, okay. Controls, enable look and move, and enable interact. All right, now this should be pretty ready to go. And then after I can figure out how I want to turn it off when you get enough sleep. All right, let's run it. Joke's on you, I do not have a Switch 1 or 2. Well, you're missing out because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is pretty sick. Even though I haven't played it. Wait, oops. What happened? Why is, did I not? Is this not off by default? It's not off by default. I'm a dummy. I'm a little dummy bear. Okay. Running it back. Yeah, but I've fuck, it's my Switch has been collecting dust too. I think it started collecting dust honestly when I got my Steam Deck like 3 years ago. Okay, so what I will do is we're gonna kind of expedite this process by changing the sleep value to 0. Okay. Excuse me? What does it think it did? It enabled it. It did not send the, that did not happen. What? Oh, this should be. We're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back. Son of a bitch. This should go in the in route part, or this will go in generate destination right here. Or no, calculate destination, like that. Because when it resets, we need to make sure that the nav mesh agent is also on. I don't understand how this didn't really work though. Action sequence. Sure. Here we go. Oh, let's do it all natural. Let's do it all natural. Okay, our little sleepy Z's are slowly depleting. God, video games take so much time and energy. Oh, okay, look at him, he's getting all sweepy. Sweepy baby. Sweepy baby. Sweepy baby, so sweepy. Okay. So very soon, if I'm gonna stand right here at the door, at the front door of my house. And speed up time a little bit. Okay, he's pretty close to being fully sweepy. Okay, fades to black. I lost controls because I can move my mouse, right? And look, I wake up and look at, I'm standing like away from my house. And so look at, I'm standing right here in front of my house. Oh, fade to black again. Oh, that was weird. That shouldn't have happened. Why? It doesn't seem to be, let me see. It does all those things. It gets the current position, and then it does a random position around current position. That's unfortunate. It's not. Let me see. If it does it a few more times, will it ever get one? I might have to do a check just to ensure. Yeah, that's strange. What if I move? What if I move like right here? Okay. Okay, yeah, that put me somewhere different. I'm walking around. Oh, no, look away from the witch, look away. Okay, I'm gonna go here on the other side of the chicken coop. It's strange to see. It's really strange to see. You know what? Hang on. What if this max distance I set to like 25? Yeah, I think it was just that if the position is too far away, it will be like, nah, you can't go there. Okay, so I'm standing next to the well. Now I'm standing on the other side of the well. I feel like I should try to make it get further. Yeah, I'm kind of on the other side of the house. That's a little bit better. I feel like it should be actually much further. Let's pause it. And then to or generate destination, we'll say the minimum distance is 45 and the maximum distance is, or actually 35 and 55. Let's see how far it puts us there. Okay, we're by our house. Screen fades to black. I'm watching a timer right now. We're walking for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we pretty much were gone for 10 seconds. And look at us, we're out in the woods now. And our house is way over there. Okay, fade to black again. I think that was good. I like that distance because it basically means you're out of control for about 10 seconds, which I think is an acceptable time. Uh-oh. Am I taking that long to, oh, it must have took me somewhere further? It's a pretty long walk. It's a very long walk. Holy shit, where did it take me? Wait. Oh yeah, I mean, it took me out to the fucking boonies. Holy shit, it took me... Oh, that's so funny. I need to set a slope limit for these nav mesh agents because it took me basically out of the bounds of the game. It took me like past the fucking... Okay, that's crazy. All right. Noted. So I'm gonna change... Let's just do it. I'm gonna change this... It's in the navigation settings, right? Navigation. Max slope. We should change to 30. Yeah. And let's bake. This takes a while to build this nav mesh because I have the giant terrain. It's okay. And what did I say for this guy? 35 and 55. Okay, we're just gonna wait for that nav mesh to build. But I think that overall, that's actually basically a success. And so now I can kind of tune in. I obviously don't want it to happen that often. And I have to just put in a thing to make it so it can stop when you're not sleepy. Ooh, and my food's gonna be here in about 6 minutes. Let's go. Okay, let me see if I can finish this logic before my food gets here. So what I'll do is say, custom events, state off, and I'm literally just going to have it so oh no, I don't want to have it send an event. What I'll have it do instead is this system needs, if it's in the middle of running, well, I guess inherently, right, you wouldn't be able to. What I don't want is for the player to go to bed and then be in that sequence of like laying down and being in the sleeping state, and then for this to like kick in, you know, or keep doing its thing. Or for it to start somewhere like just moments after they click interact or something. I just don't want to be able to. I'm just trying to think of little edge cases of how this might slip through the cracks, but also I need some things about this to reset. Because over in sleep, it's just this state, right? It basically enables the FSM. You know what we could do is we could do set bool advanced right here at the top, and we'll say is sleep walking, and we'll set it to true, but it resets on exit. And so that way in sleep walk, we can do bool tests here. So I think this doesn't have to be an action sequence anymore. And in here I could do an FSM bool test. Running every frame, checking sleep is sleepwalking. And if it's false, then we can send state off, and we will make that global transition here, state off, right? And literally all this will do is disable itself. Sleepwalk, and we don't reset on exit or whatever. Okay. Disable FSM. But we should also put this FSM bool test in here, in arrived. Yeah. And then the nav mesh agent only, oh, and this should get set to like, what, like 20 or whatever, right? Okay, I think I just finished baking the stuff. Wait, why am I not? I don't see any nav mesh. I don't see any nav mesh. It all, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but it all seems like it's gone. Oh, the bake for the max slope. Hang on. What the hell? Show nav mesh. What's going on? I mean, it definitely looks like there's no nav mesh. That ain't right. I'm gonna try to bake this one more time. Hold on. What the hell happened? And why does this keep getting set back to 45? Agent 30. Bake 30. Okay. It's advanced. Am I fucking something up? Dude, what's going on? Where'd my goddamn nav mesh go? Bro is 2 minutes. He's on my street. She's on my street. Oh, they're outside. Hold on, let me look out my window. Okay. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hello? For Steven? That's for Steven, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. Do you need to take a picture?
Picture.
Yeah, go ahead.
You. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Ooh, boy, oh 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 boy. Hold on, let me get a drink. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please be utensils in here. Ooh, oh, look, and I come home to Navmesh all baked up. What a treat, what a treat. What a treat, look at that shit. Yeah, okay. Brilliant. Okay, I'm gonna hop off stream. I think this was a good place to kind of call it for now. I might hop back on later. I might play some video games or something, but thanks to everybody who swung by. Fucking follows and subs and all the good stuff that lets you know that I'm gonna be doing things when I'm doing the thing, including Discord, wherever you're at. If you look in the description or about section or whatever the hell of the platform you're on, you can join the Discord as well, which is usually where I send out a little ping to let folks know when I'm streaming. But thanks for swinging by. Hope you had some laughs. Maybe you learned a thing or two. Thanks for your company. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna try to hop on. I guess I could try to hop on again later today too, but if not, I could see you tomorrow too. So John, Booyah, who else was here? Yag, Santos was here, and Jeans the movie stopped by for a moment. D'Amicos, everybody for hanging out. Thank you. I will see you all very, very soon. Peace. Also, fucking dude, this ramen, this is about to go so fucking hard.